guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Not a date or time specific reading. I trust that whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. Just remember, as a general reading, it isn't going to resonate for everyone, so that's why it's always best to just take what speaks to you, leave the rest, but just don't force it, okay? I always go by the rule of thumb, if about 75 to 80% of the reading speaks to me, I consider that a reading that was meant for me. Anything less than that, I don't pick it apart. Yeah, better luck next time is kind of the way I look at it. Hope this finds you well. Thanks for your support during the nastiness of Hurricane Ian. I'm home. Actually, not a thing happened here. I got very fortunate that way, but things were pretty horrible where I went. So yeah, best laid plans. You evacuate where you think you're supposed to go, and then it takes a turn, and boom, you're in the danger zone. So thanks for your patience and continued support. All right, here we go. I am pulling from Starry Beginnings. Let's get one card for those of you watching. Also, you could be here as a cross watcher for Virgo. That's fine. Sometimes a message comes through directly for you. Oh, Virgo, how appropriate. You are being called into service. Believe in your own guidance. Well, Virgo, we rule the sixth, I say that because I'm a Virgo. We rule the sixth house, which is the house of service and duty, right? Daily tasks and work. So you're being called into service. Believe in your own guidance, right? The guidance you can offer others, right? You see someone going through something you've already been through. Sometimes it's just about serving through sharing your experience and helping the next person along so they can shorten the road of drama, trauma, tragedy, as it were, right? You understand where I'm coming from. That's what I think that's talking about. So let's see what's going on with your connection. I'm doing a split spread for you and your divine counterpart. And always remember, you can reverse the energies. If it comes through reverse for you, that is fine. A-okay. Wow. So your person showing up in the energy of the Four of Wands. A little bit of thoughts about the twins. And you hear Ace of Swords. I see clearly now. Ace of Swords. So very lovely way to kick off the reading. I do feel like with the Ace of Swords, it's like an aha moment. In your person, this is like awakening energy. They're coming in with their focus on the connection. That's beautiful. In the past, Wheel of Fortune. For them, Four of Swords. Some healing taking place right now. That's their present experience of the connection, by the way. In the future, King of Pentacles. Wow. So there is some life partnership energy coming in. Could have been that in the past it wasn't the right time. That's something to consider. So for you over here, Knight of Wands, in the past, I feel like this person came in and then went out as quick as they came in. Present experience of the connection is the High Priestess. Getting these insights, operating off intuition, taking in all the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities, the songs, the names, the numbers, right? And getting the aha moment from it. That's where I think you are right now. And then in the future, King of Swords. Wow. So the issue, we've got the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Don't worry about it. You know, you can be here as a feminine on this side. I'm saying this is Virgo and this is your divine counterpart. It can be reversed for you, not a problem. Kind of feel like over here in the future, the King of Swords can be a little cool and distant, but he's also the ultimate strategist. So there's some strategic energy here. There are high standards and ideals with the King of Swords. This is somebody who kind of aims for certain kinds of standards for how to act, for honesty, integrity, being clear in the way that they speak, making sure that their words match their actions. So the King of Swords is pretty good. In his reversed energy, though, can kind of be very cold and distant and aloof, and also very cutting. So we'll see what that has to say in the clarifiers. Let's go ahead and look at the Four of Wands. Wow, this person, very much hurt or heavy-hearted. Three of Swords, heavy-hearted. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is about moving very deliberately, very slowly, but very deliberately, very methodically, very intentionally. The Knights make offers, pages deliver messages. You know, they're messengers. So underneath, I kind of feel like this person really wants to reach out. That's coming from unconscious awareness. For those of you who are new, welcome, by the way. When I pull from under the deck, it's what's going on behind the scenes or outside of conscious awareness for you or your counterpart. So I kind of feel like that with the Page of Wands underneath, it's like they want to reach out. They want to be the bearer of some good news. They want to sort of, you know, say hi, hey, keep it light and flirtatious. But they know, because there's been some heavy energy, some heartbreak here, that they have to be a lot more methodical and intentional about it. So I kind of like that Knight of Pentacles in that position, because that's more about how they're approaching the situation consciously. Because of the Three of Swords, let me just interrupt myself, right? That's what the healing's about. So this person is still healing, and while they may want to reach out and offer a message to you, something light and cheerful and upbeat, they're being way more, taking things much more seriously, which is good. I think it's good. Wheel of Fortune. I just don't think it was the right time. I feel like this person came in and went out. That's what is coming through. So if that's not your storyline, this may not be your reading. But with the Wheel of Fortune, Six of Pentacles, the World, and the Six of Swords, I feel like this person just couldn't deal. The timing wasn't right for them to be in some kind of reciprocal relationship with you. So they closed it out and off they went. And I feel like they're paying a price for that right now. You may have paid a price for it back then, whenever this occurred. They're paying for it now, right? With the wounded heart or the heavy heart, and there's the healing. I feel like this person may be aware that they sort of left you in the lurch. Four of Swords. Yeah. This is definitely twin flame energy here with the Four of Wands and the Divine Feminine of the Empress. Ace of Swords, very mirrored in the Wheel of Fortune again. Well, the time wasn't right then, but it may be right now. Right, there's a focus on healing here, but this is also deep thought, and sort of being very reflective, and maybe even through Mercury retrograde, which I know it's not retrograde right now, but it's still in the post-shadow phase for another day or so. I feel like it's almost like during that time period, lots of insights coming in. Again, the clarity, the aha moment, the epiphany that, well, maybe this is meant to be. Maybe it is fate and destiny that we are supposed to be together. And they're in deep thought about it, and also healing from the heartache or the heart heaviness of whatever did not come off in the past. I think they came, I think they went. Yeah. But in the future, if they do return, they're coming back to stay. As the King of Pentacles doesn't flake out, right? They show up in 3D, grounded, stable, dependable. They have your back. It's a beginning of life partnership energy with the Four of Wands. I like it. Yeah, wanting to work through all the confusion, almost like begin again energy. They're going to come in like a king, but very tentative. They know they have something to learn here. The Eight of Pentacles is focused on details. The Page of Pentacles underneath is like that first step in a new direction or in a new environment, in a new situation. It's often about building the plane while you're flying it. And I feel like there's so much confusion that they're sort of going to kind of come in confident and seem pretty together, but they're really just, taking it one baby step at a time. Their goal here, though, because King of Pentacles kind of always has a goal, is to work things out, is to work through the emotional confusion. I get the impression that that's part of the problem with this person, is that they didn't deal with things directly. They may have just kind of gotten out of dodge. I'm not seeing like liar, cheater, stealer kind of energy. I'm not seeing the Seven of Swords or the Five of Swords, but I'm feeling like they made a quick escape. They just wanted some peace of mind. They didn't want to deal with any drama. They closed out the cycle really fast. The timing didn't feel right, and they're paying for it now. They want to return, but they know they kind of have to show up in a way that feels like you can count on it. Ace of Swords for you. Interesting, Virgo. You show up in your own reading here, Nine of Pentacles underneath. All right, so with the Nine of Pentacles underneath, it is about the fact that you're kind of on your own. Now, this is all right. You're doing fine, independent, autonomous, not a problem, able to attract to you all your creature comforts and things that you desire, with the exception of a lover that stays. She's always single. That's the issue with the Nine of Pentacles. Now, we've got the Ace of Swords, but we have the Moon. So I feel like these insights are being gifted to you, but you may not be seeing them clearly. There's like a fog machine here with the Moon, and the Moon came out in the morning musing for those of you in the channel membership or the All Access Pass to the Extended. There are links about that below. You'll remember I said that when the Moon came out that I felt it was like, what's real from what's illusion? Does this person really have feelings for me? You're trying to manifest the clarity around it. It's already there. But I feel like you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it correctly. And here's interesting hint. That's why she's here. In your present experience of this connection is you have to sort of kind of operate at 5D and pick up the subtle nuances from the signs and symbols and synchronicities that you are receiving to kind of make sense out of what you can't see in real time. Wow. Let's look at the Knight of Wands in the past. Yeah, it wasn't the right time. Wow. They came in hot and heavy, and then everything just came to a screeching halt. The Eight of Wands there, I kind of feel like you tried to communicate. I'm not sure that it went off. It's almost like everything came to a halt. Despite the passion that was there, it's almost like the Ace of Wands is in reverse. So in other words, a failure to launch, if you know what I mean. So I kind of feel like what they came in with to offer you did not materialize. It just sort of hit the skids. With the Hanged Man there, it doesn't feel like surrender in this part. It feels to me like absolute stagnant energy. It represented, at the very minimum, a delay, if not a complete derailment. So let's see the High Priestess now. Okay, so the conflict might have been around commitment, which makes sense because we have the Six of Pentacles, because your present experience of the connection is trying to kind of see if there's still some conflict that would... These, by the way, your morning musing oracle was the Five of Wands, but it was an oracle card, and it was Challenging Times was the title of it. And I mentioned that it was requiring some self-protection. And I have a feeling, and the Four of Cups was in the reading too. And I feel like, that's part of what's lingering underneath, is this disillusionment, the emotional distance, the disappointment. And what's the conflict about? Well, it looks like it might have been about commitment. If your person was committed elsewhere, that could have also been the conflict. So you're operating right now on your intuition, your inner knowing, trusting the signs, the synchronicities, the symbols that you receive, trying to make sense out of them because things are pretty foggy, right? When somebody isn't being very, when you're not in communication, you're in some measure of separation right now in 3D. All you have is your ability to tap into what Spirit is trying to show you. And that's what I think this Ace of Swords is representational of. Like, the clarity should be coming in, but you're still, searching with the blindfold on, and trying to ascertain if the conflict that did exist still exists. In the future, King of Swords. Can't make it up, guys. Oh, Virgo, I need a decoder ring for this reading. What are you doing to me? King of Swords, yeah, we got bookends. King of Swords, Knight of Wands, High Priestess, and the King of Swords. Kind of coming through as a question. Like, A, are they going to return? B, are they going to come in with integrity and some warmth? You just got to go with your intuition. It just sort of the way it's coming through. It's like, if they come through, then the separation ends, correct? Or does it? Really interesting. And I'm saying because they're kind of coming in here confused, wanting to work through the emotional confusion, wanting to show up and be, your rock in a way, but underneath very tentative, like baby step city, and almost feels a little breadcrumbish, like one little bit at a time, and that may cause you to kind of question their intentions. That King of Swords is usually of high standards until they're not. And it just sort of seems to me like you may have questions and you may have to trust your intuition. Should they return? Are they a good witch or a bad witch is sort of what's coming through, right? King of Swords can be great, and they can also be aloof as F. And, not at all warm, where they just come in to get their needs met and out they go. That's going to be your concern because you've been there. So I do feel almost like your intuition has to be operating on point at all times as you move forward. You're trying to sort of piece it together out of what you're picking up out there in the world. But I don't think that it's like a cohesive message yet, Virgo. So what I'm going to do is tell you the energies that showed up astrologically. And I feel like I'm going to get a better answer when I pull the two of you together. So all these cards stay. I just push them up and I continue the reading, but I pull the two of you together and do a relationship reading. We're looking at what the challenges, we're looking at the strengths, we're looking at the opportunities. But between the two of you, should you be back in union, messages to and from each other. What does this person want you to know? What are they not saying that they'd like to? What are they picking up from you energetically at 5D? Message from Spirit. That can come through as guidance, advice. Sometimes it comes through as a warning, something to be on the lookout for. Hidden energies, what's going on behind the scenes that you don't know but might want to, and then opportunities for the connection going forward, and some oracles. So that's what we'll do. Here's who showed up. We have the Wheel of Fortune is out twice. That's a card of Jupiter, Sagittarian energy. The World is here, Aquarius and Capricorn. It's a card of Saturn. We have the Empress here, Taurus and Libra. That's a card of Venus. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Moon is Pisces, Virgo in the Nine of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands is here twice. That's Sagittarian energy. Hanged Man is more Pisces. We have the High Priestess here twice. Is Pisces. A lot of Pisces here. Virgo Pisces is a great dynamic, by the way, just for those of you who are unaware, because you're directly opposite. It's the axis on the zodiac wheel, supposed to be the perfect complement. Hierophant is Taurus, and the double hit of the King of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that's what I have for you right now. I know it's kind of like a riddle toward the end here, but I'm hoping more comes through in the extended. The links below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.